everybody, welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. Hello everyone. Y'all, I've been off the radar for about a week, huh? Yes, indeed. Listen, welcome back, everyone, to all of my new subscribers and new family members. Hello, hi, welcome. And to my tribe and family at large, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching another video, family. We're getting back on schedule with our Thursday night, or excuse me, our live streams. So we will not be live tonight, but we will be live this week. Promise on that. Okay, we're pushing towards getting back on schedule with our live streams. This is what comes along with the growth and trying to juggle so many things at one time. So anyway, and there's one me. I got a team, but it's one me, and I'm the content creator. All right, y'all. So listen, thank you so much for your patience. To my tribe and family at large, fam, y'all know what time it is. Welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching another video. And as I said, yes, the live streams are definitely important, a huge piece of our dietary and a great dietary supplement here on this channel. Okay, so listen, y'all. Also, y'all know I'm always asking y'all to help a sister out with that like button. Y'all hit that like button for your girl. Okay, y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Why? Because the goal of the day is 2.1K plus on the likes. If you rocks with your girl, y'all help a sister out, y'all. Okay, and also want you to know this. Okay, listen, pick up your copy of Seduced by Satan. It is pinned in the description below. You don't want to miss your opportunity to grab a hold to that book. Listen to me. It is such a great read. It is a jaw dropper. It is a pearl clencher. It is what's coming next. You know what I'm saying? It's that. So I want y'all to please support the book. Please, if it's in your heart to do, pick up a copy for a friend. Recommend it to your book club. Y'all, narcissism is on the rise. Let's share with others what these clowns are actually out here in these streets doing. Okay? All right, y'all, let's jump into the topic of the video. I want to get right to it. I want to talk about basically why a narcissist refuses to let go after your discard. Okay? Why do they refuse to let go after your discard? And I know some of y'all are thinking, but they discarded me. Yeah, that did happen. It happened, right? It did. So I want to bring this topic out because I think we do get an understanding on this channel as to what the discard is. But why are they not able to let go? Just let it go. Just go on and move on with their lives. They want to keep you trapped in that emotional cage, that you've been in the entire time you were with the narcissist. Okay, so let's be clear. But there's that element right there that they always want to operate in. It's this little tiny space that they feel they want to always keep that type of space open, okay? Because it is access to you. The way that they do that, and the reason I'm saying they won't let go, why is it so difficult? Because y'all know just as well as I did. When you broke up with these clowns, what did they ask you to do? Or when they decided they wanted to discard you, what happened? They told you they wanted to be friends. They did. Why can't we just be friends? Why does it have to be this way? We don't have to be enemies because of this breakup. We don't have to be enemies. We don't have to act like we don't know each other. Want to know how you are friends with a viper? And y'all know I often say this. It's in a snake's nature to bite. Why wouldn't they do it in this case? Okay? So, this is the nature of the person that you're dealing with. Very sneaky, very cunning, very conniving, So, the reason a narcissist, basically, they don't let go or they won't let go after your discard is there's a few different reasons, but one of them I want to highlight, maybe two. The first big one is this. Narcissists feed off of your energy, okay? Everybody doesn't have the same energy, okay? And that's what I want y'all to understand in this video. Everybody does not have the same energy. So when you present a type of energy to them that basically feeds and fuels that insatiable appetite, okay? That's why I said it doesn't fulfill, it just feeds, okay? And fuel. That insatiable need and appetite that they have for attention and all of these different things. When you can do that for a sustained period of time by yourself with them, you are considered that number one. Okay? That number one person. You are definitely the person that they don't ever want to lose contact with. And if they do, it can be for a short period of time, but it can't be forever. Because your type of supply is very hard to come by. They don't have the energy. They don't have the stamina to love bomb your type of supply constantly. Because if you remember during the love bomb stage, the narcissist had to work a little hard. They had to work harder with you, okay, to kind of get to that place where, or get you to that place where you would trust them. And they also did, you know, a couple of, I mean, some very manipulative things, and y'all can think back on it and you'll realize, yeah, that was that was highly manipulative, but everything that they do is with reason. So when you're looking at after the discard and you're trying to figure out, why do they keep contacting you? Why are they not just letting go? This is what they said that they wanted, or this is what they pushed me and made me do. So why don't you just leave me alone? Here it is. They can never forget, watch this, the way you made them feel. Period. That's on period. I mean, that thing is on period. That's on period. So when you're trying to figure out, why don't they just go away and leave me alone? Listen, if you were that narcissist and you came across somebody like you, would you want to just go away and leave them alone? No. For what? They already know that this person that they're using, okay, to pacify them or to give them a fresh fuel supply, they already know this person is not you. They already know this person cannot compare to you. And even if they didn't know it initially, they know it once you're gone. Yeah, a narcissist, listen, y'all. Narcissists have very poor coping skills, poor to no coping skills. They don't know how to really survive on their own. They need people. They need people. And so if you can't just have a person that gives off your type of energy and what you did for them, how you cared for them, how you showed them that you were, riding with them, how you showed them that you had their back and you were loyal to them. That is what they loved. They didn't love you. They loved the convenience of being with you. Okay? So your type of supply probably comes around for them maybe once or twice in a lifetime. Probably once, because your DNA, don't nobody else have that. Even if they had someone that they could compare you to, it's still not you, boo. And it never will be. Okay? This is what happens. And so what they do is they find themselves constantly going backwards and backward. That's why I call them some backwards walking giraffes. They stupid, y'all. You got to be a special kind of crazy to misuse and abuse the best person, the best situation that has ever happened in your life. And this is what you do with it. You crazy, and you deserve to be by yourself and tormented just like you are, because that's what them demons do to them constantly, every day, y'all. That's what they do. That's why they so miserable. That's why they walk around with their face turned up, drawed up, looking like they've been sucking on some persimmons. I mean, seriously, this is how they behave. And this is what happens. There is no amount of money. There is no amount of compliments or anything that you could ever give a narcissist to satisfy who they are. They're always going to be unfulfilled. They are always going to have an insatiable appetite for whatever it is they're craving or desiring. Why? Because fulfillment comes from within, not without. Okay? It comes from within, not from outside of who you are. So this is why you see them trying so hard to get back. You know, trying so hard to at least keep and establish some type of connection with you, some type of access, because they know what they had with you. They know what they could possibly come back to. And that's something that they fantasize about constantly. If you didn't know that, I have to talk about that on another video. But if you didn't know that, yes. And so you got to understand something. When you get through with them, you have to be through. When you're done and you don't want to have anything else to do with them, you got to let it go and let it go forever. Because understand this. If you don't put your foot down with a narcissist and tell them, no, I'm not going to allow you to do this. Because guess what? If I do, then that's going to show the narcissist the disrespect that you have for yourself. You don't love yourself. Because they know they don't love you. But they're hoping that you won't learn to love you either. You see what I'm saying? So as long as you stay in that place and you don't heal and move forward and become whole, they always know that that feeling that you gave them, at some point they're going to be able to come back through that door and feel that again. Make them a liar. That's what I challenge you to do. Make them a liar. Baby, when they jumped out there, look, when they jumped out there big bad and wanted to do what they had to do, you let them. And let them stay right on out there. Okay? And you go ahead and leave them where they had you messed up at. Right there. Okay? Because see, it's no back and forth. Ain't no door swinging on hinges over here. That's going backwards and forwards. Remember, this is why. This is why they can't let go after the discard. Why? Because of the way you made them feel. Period. That's it and that's all. You know? Other reason being that, yeah, you made them look good. That's the second one. Real good. That image. Yeah. So, family, I hope y'all really take this in, okay? Y'all be really good to yourselves. I love y'all. And I will see y'all on the next video. And I will see you healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family.